Jumper Ezbook 3 Pro Review. The Ezbook's keyboard and trackpad are of a good size and responsive, with software pre-installed that lets you block accidental taps while typing. The well-spaced Scrabble tile keys are full-size and accurate in use, though there's no room for a number pad or any hotkeys, as you might expect. Neither is there any backlighting, but clear white labeling on jet black tiles helps the characters to stand out. A drawback is that this is a US keyboard, and a UK version is not available as an option. It's easy enough to configure Windows to use a UK layout, though you will need to remember that certain functions won't tally up with their button legends. At 1.4 kilograms, the Ezbook 3 Pro is light enough for a life on the road, though its screen is not especially bright. We measured a maximum 154 CD/M2, which could make outdoor working difficult in bright sunshine. It is a matte panel, though, which should help. This is a 13.3 in IPS display, which affords realistic colors and strong viewing angles. The screen can be laid back reasonably far, so using it on a lap shouldn't present any problems. The full HD resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels makes for sharp text and images, too. Performance. With an Apollo Laken 3450 processor and 6GB of DDR3 RAM inside, the Jumper is capable for daily computing tasks, but it's no powerhouse. Performance is very much on par with the Lapbook 14.1, with which it shares the same processor but has an additional 2GB of RAM. However, unlike that laptop, we weren't impressed with the Jumper's startup time. While the Lapbook 14.1 starts up in mere seconds, for this Jumper you'll be waiting closer to a minute. We ran the Ezbook 3 Pro through a series of benchmarks, and you can see how it compared to the Lapbook in the chart below. To summarize, in PC Mark 8 we recorded 1,440 points, conventional, and in Geekbench 4,305 points, 1,424 single core. By comparison, the Lapbook turned in 1,411 points in Mark 8 and 3,664 in Geekbench 4, 1,327 single core. For graphics performance we use Geekbench, and the Jumper turned in playable frame rates not far off those of the Chewy and T-Rex, 32 FPS versus 28 FPS, and Manhattan, 15 FPS versus 13 FPS. We also recorded 12 FPS in Manhattan 3.1, 10 FPS for the Chewy, and 7 FPS in Car Chase, also 7 PS for Chewy. Battery life isn't outstanding, with the lithium polymer non-removable battery enduring 6 hours 15 minutes of our testing, in which we continually loop a video at 120 CD/M2. It won't get you through a full working day, but it's also not a huge shock at this price.